Hey guys, this is Tybone Skyberg here on my second channel. So today we're gonna take a look at my Blu-ray collection. Was after I did my DVD collection. So as you can see here, my Blu-ray collection looks like about movies, animations, and all the stuff. Some of the others I have here. And so you can see right here the same containers I was saved. So without further ado, let's get on into that. So, all right, before it gets into the regular cases, Blu-rays here. So let's talk about there is 2 or 3 or something like that. So, all right, let's talk about Ghostbusters 1 and 2, the first, the original movie. And you can see right here, if you've seen it, this I did the review of this. Go check them out. It's on my first channel, looks like. And let me show you. It's just like a booklet, and there's a disc on it. The first 2 Ghostbusters movies, and I highly recommend this. But I wish I had the regular, but this is a book-like case, looks like, and it's like a book, you know? And it's a very, very good case, and I highly doubt with this. And I cannot wait Ghostbusters Afterlife, but not 2016 version, the reboot movie, which is terrible, but I'm prefer to this one is better, the first 2. So I highly recommend this movie. So the first 2 movies. And you can see right here, so I got the Superman motion picture and anthology, and I think it's 7 or 8 discs. So includes Superman Returns, the four movies of Superman with Christopher Reeve, and some of the behind the scenes and some there. You can see right here, it's on Blu-ray. And I did the review of this. I bought it 2012, and before I was going to do the review, my physical copy first, 2013. That was a way long time ago. You know, my crappy video, the camera before I have on my iPod. So yeah, if you've seen it, go check them out so you can see the high definition from my iPod or not. Maybe I was trying to do that, and you can see right here. So and the motion picture and anthology Superman's movies, I highly doubt. I recommend this one also. But I wish I had the regular case, for example, but the redesign, re-release once more or not, who knows. So, but this one, I recommended that one. So, and last but not least, let's talk about this one, Star Wars, the complete saga. The cover of Darth Vader, for example, I don't have the first one, the Blu-ray. It's because the booklet, if you take a disc out, like a book, but this is very terrible. But this one I have, let me show you, for example, it looks like this is a re-release once more, but this is a regular case. If you can see, it looks like, from the prequels and in the original trilogy, it looks like. So before Disney deals, before they're gonna do the sequel trilogies, and so, but the Blu-rays versions, that too much changes what was going on, that George Lucas himself. So I highly doubt that this one, I prefer this one is better. There's no need to worry about, and there's a behind the scenes like this, so it looks very great. So, and I wish to release the theatrical cuts, but no too many special editions if I seen it. But this is the Blu-rays versions. Once more changes, and before Disney deals with that, and before they're gonna do the sequel trilogies and the spin-off films, not much. So, and you can see, and this one's one I prefer, but I like the original theatrical cuts. When it's gonna release it or not, maybe I'll figure it out something. Try to figure it out or not. So this is a very good case in my opinion. All right, let's talk about this one right here, and you can see right here quickly, and you can see this is company double feature. You got Analyze This, Analyze That, with Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal. It's a funny movie. Harold Ramis directed that movie, and of course you got Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman Robin, but this is the Spanish version from the international versions. If you've seen my review of this, you get them up point and there or not, go check them out. And of course, I did the Dark Knight trilogy. I did it also, the review of this, and then of course this is international version also. I'll call it the Dark Knight Rises. You get them my point. Yeah, I'm gonna show you quickly as possible, and I want to replace. To tell you the truth, I want to replace the Tim Burton's films and Joel Schumacher's films. Um, I want to replace four film favorites, for example. I want to replace that because it's just better four cases that I want to show you at that point later after this. So in the future, I don't know, only time will tell. So I'm not gonna review it again. Like for example, I just want to replace it, like this. So especially the Dark Knight trilogy, and let's go to Beetlejuice. Which was my favorite. This is after Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, Gina Davis, and Alec Baldwin, which is a very funny movie. And after he did a Beetlejuice, and then he did Batman, as we know, the 1999, and Batman Returns. So it's funny. It's very funny movie. I really loved them. I've been waiting for a long time. I got on Blu-ray, not DVD. So I finally got this. It's funny movie. And Broken Arrow is my favorite movie. It's also when Christian Slater and John Travolta, John Woo directed in this movie. It looks very 90s movie. It was 90s movies is awesome. Casino was 1995 with Robert De Niro once again with Joe Pesci and Sharon Stone. I got this on Blu-ray. Finally, I got this, so it's a fun movie. This is a mafia movie and even Casinos movies, which is awesome. Silly Slickers with Billy Crystal once again. All these casts is right there. Daniel Stern, which is a fun movie. And Clue movie, I like Clue movie. This is my favorite movie with Tim Curley, Christopher Lloyd. He was there also, and was after before Doc Brown from the Back to the Future trilogy. Judge Doom for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, that's when he was. But Tim Curley, he plays the other characters. I forgot his name was. But he was also the Home Alone 2. Muppets Treasure Island and Charlie's Angels. The one in it from 2000 version, I believe it was. So he did this on the other movies, but he did very well. Clue movie, The Buckler, including Professor Plum, Christopher Lloyd himself. So it's a fun movie to watch. That this is his 1980s movie, so I highly recommend that also movie. All right, another 80s movie is Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando. It's a fun movie, and I wish that I found out if they got the director's cut movie. This one does not have behind the scenes, but it does have trailers. So maybe I'll keep looking to research what it look like. So Commando, it's a fun movie. Demolition Man, it's another fun movie. It's the 90s. You have a Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, and Sandra Bullock was there also. And it's a lot of fun movie, this one also. And Fear, another hand, Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon. And Melissa Milano was there in this movie. Melissa Milano was there also in that movie. But it was after she did a Commando when she was a young girl. And no, she was in Fear movie. It's a very, what movie rate is that? I think it's rated R or something like that. So I picked this up at 7-Elevens, and it's cheap, so not a big deal. But this one does not have behind the scenes. Why didn't he do this? I don't know. Sorry about that. I was trying to put it back in. All right, so Get Shorty. It's another fun movie with John Travolta, Gene Hackman, Rene Russo, and Danny DeVito. This is the first movie, and I wish if they have a sequel, Get Shorty 2, known as Be Cool, If I seen it, or if not, maybe I'll try to keep looking or not. This is the one that I got. Be Cool is no Get Shorty. It's a very fun, awesome movie, and it also Be Cool as well. So, all right. So I don't have the Godzilla the '98 version, the Matthew Broderick one, but I got these two. I got the 2014 version, Godzilla, the legendary version with Warner Brothers. And of course, there's a sequel, King of the Monsters. It's a fun movie. I cannot wait to see the third one. What was King Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus King Kong? Am I correctly? So, or titles just say Godzilla versus Kong. So, yeah, I cannot wait to see this. And you got this one here is Goodfellas with Robert De Niro once again. Joe Pesci was after Casino movie, am I correctly? Yes. And you can see right here. Another mafia movie. Casino was also a mafia movie, so I like this one. Martin Scorsese directed these two. right there. So if you've seen in my channel, go check them out. And Green Lantern extended cut. They have both versions, one from a theatrical and an extended cut. And I know some people they liked, and some others are not, because I really don't understand why nobody liked this. But I liked it. It's not bad. And Ryan Reynolds was, before he was a Deadpool, that didn't succeed, right? So, but Green Lantern, this is a DC movie, live action first, and you can see right here is Heavyweights movie, Ben Stiller, and these guys right here is the same ones from the Mighty Ducks movies, and you get them a point, and you get it's a fun movie. I like Heavyweights movie, and I try to get the Mighty Ducks movies on Blu-ray, when it's not on in stores, but it's on DVD. But a website exclusives, maybe it's on maybe a website or something. I don't know, maybe Disney perhaps. Howard the Duck. It's a guilty pleasure movie in 1980s, something like that. I know some people, they're terrible, but you get them a point. I picked this up it's a very funny movie. Well, but it's an action-packed, you guessed them a point. Sorry about that. Let me replace this thing, because it's not like this, so... Alright, so you got Men in Black trilogy. I like to prefer the first three. You can see right here, I like the first three, looks like. And I wasn't count the fourth one because what's not on there, but they have the same actors from Thor Ragnarok or something like that. I wasn't count. So, and you guessed my point. And now I got the Blu-rays with Rush Hour's trilogy, the first three. Okay, so did I mention on my DVD collection, did I say the first two movies? No, it's three movies. Sorry about that, the DVD. Now, this one here is a Blu-ray, so yeah, it's a fun movie, Rush Hour movies. And where's the fourth one? This has to be a fourth movie. They should or not. All right, before I'm gonna continue with these. All right, so you can see the Spectacular Spider-Man, the complete series, 4-disc collector sets. I think it's 2 seasons, something like that. I don't know. And this was released 2008. Was on Sony. It's amazing TV shows, and this was after from 2003 version has been canceled, but now they're gonna go this one, and then after this one, they cancel it again because they're gonna go to the Disney versions has Ultimate Spider-Man with Drake Bell as Spider-Man, you know the Drake and Josh, and I don't know. So, all right, let's get on with this, and let's get there very quickly. All right, you got Jingle on the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a Christmas movie, not a big deal. If you've seen it, go check them out. This movie is a very funny movie, but it's not, And another Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and Last Action Hero. Oh, I forgot to mention about Batman Robin. He also plays Mr. Freeze. So this one, I picked this up, this movie at the Best Buy. It's very fun movie, Last Action Hero. All right, so I was going to talk about four film favorites. It's Lethal Weapons movies. You got Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. The fourth movies you have Joe Pesci was there, the 2, 3, and 4, except the first one because they were introduced themselves and before they got them together. So I like Lethal Weapons movies. The Richard Donner directed this movie, and it was after the first 2 Superman movies. It's a lot of fun to watch that, and this is before the Rush Hour's movies, in my opinion. These 4 movies, and the TV show that doesn't count because this is the TV show that the reboot, but this one it still counts. So, all right, The Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren, and I remember this movie. It's a fun movie, but it's a Candace Films. Was after Superman 4, the Quest for Peace. It's almost close, looks like a Masters of the Universe from the cartoon show, the 80s. But this one here, it's almost, but it's not. But I remember the most of it. It turns to action-packed movie, but it's not. And it's able, but I'm going to rewatch again which one is that. So it's a fun movie here. All right, I don't have Meet the Families, but I don't Meet the Family, but I have the sequel, Meet the Fockers. And Little Fockers, that's the third movie, but the second one is Meet the Fockers. But I don't have the Meet the Family, that's the first movie, so... And I got Jim Carrey's Me, Myself, and Ron Reen. It's a funny movie. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think it's a funny movie? And My Cousin Fanny. I like this movie. Never saw the theatrical or the TV movie, or I never saw them, to be honest, but thankfully I got the Blu-ray, so... Joe Pesci, Ralph Macchio, the same guy from the Karate Kids movies. And yeah, you can see right here. So My Cousin Fanny is very funny. There's a part where talks about two youths on the court scene. Yeah, it's a funny movie. If you've seen it, go check them out. Al Pacino's Scarface, the first remake movie. That is a badass. I like this movie. If you've seen, I did the review of this. Go check them out or not. See, yeah, that's scene. That's very too many F words on there. Forgive me, but it's true. So you got Speed, not one. There's two movies. It's this dual action-packed Speed 1 and Speed 2 Cruise Control, and you can see right here. So yeah, I like these two discs on the two movies combined one case. So I like this movie. Sandra Bullock was there also in that movie. You got Spider-Man, the first movie. You got this the Green Goblin. Then I like this movie. Spider-Man 2. It has two versions. One for extended version and a theatrical cut. There's some extras in an extended cut. So this one, it's a phenomenal movie. And Spider-Man 3 almost, but you can see, and I know some people liked, and some of people don't like Spider-Man 3, but I like it. There's nothing wrong with this. But I found out they got the edited version has been released, so maybe seeing if I get what I got time or not, because this is the first release, and before the edited version, I might get that soon or not, but we'll see what happens then, and until I have the first three I have. And too bad did not make Spider-Man 4 because it's not complete, so they decided they're gonna do a reboot. Alright, so you got The Amazing Spider-Man was released 2012, and then they're gonna go first reboot movie, so... And there's not one, and of course Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, so... Alright, so... And it's still almost fun movie, the first two. So, but this one I prefer is better to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. So, all right, you got Street Fighter the movie when Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia. Why didn't they call it Extreme Edition? Why not just say Street Fighter the movie on a VHS? So, but I finally got this. It's a guilty pleasure movie, but it's also based on the video game movie adaptation, but almost close. So I think this is better than Mortal Kombat movies, in my opinion. So I never bother Mortal Kombat because it's better that one, in my opinion. So even I never bother The Legend of Chun-Li. I never bothered to that. So yeah, this one I prefer. Oh, this is a classic movie. My father liked that movie, The Dirty Dozen. And you can see many cast. It's on there. So I finally got this on the 7-Elevens. And so it's a fun movie. It's a classic movie. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the triple features. You got 1, 2, or 3. I prefer the first two, but the third one is almost, but it's not. But I know some don't like the third movie, but it still counts, the first three. So, but that one, the first one more, and the sequel, you got some fun to watch. And the third one is almost, but it's not. So, and not only that, I got the fourth one. Well, that's the animation version, the 2007 version, the TMT, the Ninja Turtles, but it's not titled incorrectly, so, but this is gonna be done. And of course, you got the reboot movie, the Michael Bay version, but he was the executive producer. You got the first, and there's a sequel, Out of the Shadows. So, and of course, you got Jim Carrey's The Mask, and I like The Mask. And I don't have an Ace Ventura's movies, the first two, so I will get that eventually. When I'm trying to reorganizing the Blu-rays, you know. All right, so The Mask, it's a fun movie. And I don't have a Son of the Mask. If you guys, do you agree with this or not? Jimmy Kennedy, do you think it's terrible or not? Let me know. But Jim Carrey is more. They shouldn't have done a sequel. This one, call it The Mask 2. So it's a fun movie here. Now, The Punisher, John Travolta and Tom Jane, it's the best of 2004 version, in my opinion. It's a fun movie. It's not MCU, but this is a beginning before this one. Now, another one, Warzone, Punisher Warzone, is also a fun movie. It's a different version, 2008. This is a Lionsgate version, I think. Yeah, that's the different actors, in my opinion. All right, you got The Three Stooges. That's from 2012 version. The first remake live action. From the short films, I like this movie. I never saw the theaters, but I picked this up on Blu-ray, so it's fun to watch that. So if you've seen it, I did it best I could. Now, you got the DC animated movies. You got Superman Doomsday, and you can see right here, it's fun to watch that. And you gotta try to focus right here. So it's fun to watch that, And if you see it, go check them out. But I didn't review it. Now the next one is Justice League: The New Frontier. It's an animated movie from the vintage version, the classic animated. I think this one here is, who's the creator of the Justice League? I can't figure it out because I can't really tell. Maybe. It's a fun movie. It's also the best, in my opinion. I like that one, the New Frontier version. All right, let's get on to that. All right, let's go to... All right, before let's go to talk about all the way down here until the very end. And you got... All right, let's talk about until here. Let's talk about DCEU's movies. I like Man of Steel. If you've seen it, go check them out. Yeah, I did reviewing the Man of Steel Blu-ray. If I have a chance, this is the best I have. And you got Batman v Superman. I got the Blu-ray and the DVD for some reason. And they got both versions have. They got theatrical and Ultimate Edition, which is that's very interesting. Zack Snyder was Ultimate Edition was better the theatrical versions, And the Suicide Squad extended cut, they have both versions. They have theatrical and extended cut. Speaking of the director's cut, David Ayer was going to release call it David Ayer's Suicide Squad, the director's cut, known as release the Ayler cut. I already found out the news. They're going to do it officially only on the HBO Max, and I wish to get in a physical copy on Blu-ray or DVD. So, but this one here, it's not. But they have a director's cut. They got some extra stuff between all these characters, especially the Joker and the Batman scene. There's some more stuff there, and you can see right there. So I cannot wait to get that one. And a Wonder Woman, and I didn't get not much time to review this, and this is the best Wonder Woman first movie, so I cannot wait to see Wonder Woman 84, the sequel. So, and I cannot wait to get that. Gal Gadot is the best Wonder Woman, in my opinion. All right, now let's talk about the Justice League. Notice Justice League or something like that. Joss Whedon directing from the reshoots. So I get this one. I saw in the theaters twice, and now I picked them up this one right here. And guess what? So if you've seen it already, I already found out on YouTube anywhere saying release the Snyder Cut, and it finally has been confirmed all these years. So now they're gonna call it Zack Snyder's Justice League. Notice the Snyder Cut. So I would say this: release the Snyder Cut. So I had to wait until the 2021 because this is confirmed by Zack Snyder. So, but this is definitely reshoots. Half of it's Snyder's and half Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, he didn't succeed in the Avengers, but he did ruin a DC. So that's the only my opinion about this. But I don't know. Who knows? So focus on the release the Snyder Cut and David Ayer cut. Release the Ayler cut, the Suicide Squad. All right, all right, so I got Aquaman, Jason Momoa. He's very badass as Aquaman. I saw in the theaters. It's amazing. And I got Shazam. It's a fun movie. He's very badass also as Shazam that I got. So like in a way, more DCEU's movies. All right, let's talk about not much. I have MCU's movies. All right, let's talk about Iron Man Ultimate 2-disc editions. Sorry about that. This is the first movie. And I don't have the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton version, but I will get that eventually. And you got Iron Man 2. Robert Downey Jr. was there as actor in the first one. Thor, the first movie, I don't have as a sequel. Captain America, the first Avenger. I don't have other 2 sequels with him to complete. But this is the only I have, and I will get that eventually. So, all right, you got the first of Marvel's The Avengers, the first one. But this is maybe clearly my understanding is I think this is the international version. It's the same disc, you know. But the US version, it comes with same Blu-ray and DVD. But this one here is only Blu-ray. So I'm gonna keep it in mind. Maybe I'll replace that eventually to get that. So only time will tell. But this is a phase 1 to complete, but almost. Now, I have phase 2. I got Iron Man 3. If you've seen it, my Blu-rays, Iron Man, go check them out. The beginning phase 2, but I don't have another sequels. And you got the first one, Guardians of the Galaxy. It's another fun movie, MCU. I should say the first one. I don't have a sequels. But I do have a sequel. The Avengers is Age of Ultron. And I already know that found out Infinity War and Endgame. I already know that found out. I had to wait until the price down eventually to get that. And of course, well, I got only one more Spider-Man movie is Far From Home. So Spider-Man was introduced in Captain America Civil War, was after that, and now Spider-Man on his own, another reboot movie, but this is first MCU movie. So I don't have a Far From Home eventually when I get around to get that or not. So this is the best Spider-Man movie in my opinion. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man movie. All right, so looks like I got a couple more things here like this. So, all right, I got 3 Power Rangers movies. You got a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. The 95 version is the best Blu-ray case in my opinion, thanks to a Shout Factory. So yeah, I did have the DVD and VHS, and now the Blu-ray. It's fun to watch these guys here. So then you got Turbo the Power Rangers movie. Same thing, I did the VHS and DVD. So now I got the Blu-ray. So, and of course, Saban's Power Rangers, the 2017 version. This is from Walmart exclusive. And this is from different covers, looks like. So, all right, let's go to the one more till deal with that and the animation deal with that or not. So let's talk about. I got the Addams Family in Addams Family Volumes. It's a 90s movie. Oh yeah, Christopher Lloyd was there, also plays Fester. I forgot to mention that one others before. So yeah, this is the best the Addams Family movies in my opinion. This is a 2-movie collection. And you got Alice in the Wonderland. This is 1951 version, the first animated movie, Alice in Wonderland, the 60th anniversary edition. And of course, the Tim Burton's movie, Alice in Wonderland, he did direct, but I don't have a sequel. I will get that eventually. The one I got, Johnny Depp as Mad Hatter. That's the best. If you've seen in my review the Alice in Wonderland, go check them out. It's on my first channel. So at least I try, but I get the sequel or not. All right, you got one more. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple more. All right, you got Disney's Enchanted with Amy Adams. And before she was played Lois Lane in DCU movies with, the Superman's movies, the Zack Snyder movie, which not coincidence. In James Marsden, let me see I'm trying to focus, what was the name? Chase Marsden. Yeah, that's the same guy from Superman Returns. That's the best case scenario. You know, he plays Cyclops, and oh yeah, I forgot that one too. So I forgot it was the name of the other one, the actor. Sorry about that. All right, so I got Oz the Great and Powerful. It's a fun movie. Also, it says Blu-ray disc only included, which means, let me show you. I picked this up at 7-Eleven, but sadly it took them off the Blu-ray. So because the disc, it says Blu-ray disc only include, because they took them off the Blu-ray, they should have added comes with a digital copy. It doesn't make no sense. So all right, let's talk about. I got this one last year. It's called Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's the best movie, live action animated movie. Bob Hawkins was there also in the Super Mario Brothers movie. Oh, Smee, the movie Hulk. You know, the Robin Williams movie. Let me show you what it looks like. And it's also, it says it includes digitally restore the Roger Rabbit shorts, which means that the best Roger Rabbit. It has 3 short animated. It says here it has digitally remastered, restored the Roger Rabbit shorts, which means that they have 3 shorts versions of Roger Rabbit. So it has some behind the scenes and stuff like that. And you can see right here, it's the best movie in my opinion. Oh, Judge Doom was also, Christopher Lloyd was there. Yeah, I forgot that one, mentioned that. So, that's the best one. And Warren Beatty's Dick Tracy movie, it's a fun movie. And that's the best movie in my opinion. But sadly, it didn't have the behind the scenes. It doesn't make no sense. That don't have a behind the scenes. All right, we got a couple more left. And you got a family double feature, Scooby-Doo 1 and 2 movies. The live action movies of Scooby-Doo was Warner Brothers and Hanna-Barbera. You can see right there. So it has 2 disc movies. So I picked this up at 7-Eleven's. Best deal in my opinion. All right, and of course you got the Page Master. I have a Blu-ray. So lucky enough, and it's not much the behind the scenes. And it's the same the DVD, but it's not. So, but this is a covers version, but it's different. So, and last but not least, Toy Story 3. All right, this is international version, but it's not. So it's not the same as US, but I don't have the rest of them on Toy Story movies. You can see it has 3 discs, has 2 Blu-rays and 1 DVD. But this is an international version, but I don't have the other Toy Story 1, 2, and 4. So, and this is the only I got. So maybe I'll get done the Toy Story movies eventually, especially others, the Pixar movies. I don't know. All right, that's the only best case scenario. So, all right, this is my Blu-ray collection for you guys, and you can see right here what's it look like this. And yeah, that's all that I had to say. Is that my DVD and Blu-ray collection looks like. I think this looks better than that streaming services. If in case something happens that any streaming services like Netflix or Hulu or some of the others like Disney Plus or some of the others, you guess you name it. But sometimes Netflix, it's really pain in the butt because I was trying to find any movies as best as I could, but they have some there, but now they get it took away as well and then never return, never pointing back eventually. For example, I was looking for any movies of the TV show and movies, any animations, I'm not sure which one. So that's the best that I get, and this is the only I got these Blu-rays movies, my Blu-ray collection, especially a DVD, and that's the best when I could do that. So, all right, so this is my Blu-ray collection for you guys. So, anyway, don't forget click like, comments below. Don't forget subscribe and check in at the icon bell notifications in case you missed it or not. So. This is Ty-Bone Skyberg, and I'll see you around, guys, and happy movies, TV show hunting, and this is my Blu-ray collection in my second channel, and take care. See you around, guys.